giving all praises. Let me say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Halala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. I'm the brother Taza Ward from the GMS New Jersey camp. And just again, another morning, the water, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, for allowing me to be able, to do a lesson and continue to, push in his faith, which we hope to have salvation soon. All right. So call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. This is another video from the brother Arrows of Indignation, and I don't know exactly what the video is gonna say, what clipping he clipped. I do see the title, it was catchy to me, right? And I seen like maybe a second of it, and I saw a black woman talking crazy. So I said, let's just click the button and go from there, as we always do. So hopefully this lesson will be edifying to those of the hopeful elect. So without further ado, I'll play the video. Oh man, Jake, boy, and I don't believe her because she's talking about it. This is kind of like the same thing that happened around the year 2020, 2021, 22, when Jake said they wasn't going to take the Kobe's jump shot, and then the news ramped it up, and they hyped up the invisible, boogeyman, and all of a sudden they told you couldn't go back to work, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that unless you got the jump shot. And then eventually all Jake just fumbled, and crumbled into taking the Kobe jump shot. But now Edom will see this and look at Jake and go, okay, let's get prepared. Sometimes, the tribe of Judah, they be woofing, they talk big time. I always say it like this, like I tell my woman, because she got, anyway, there's people we know, right? Especially the women that always say, they always acting like King Kong. The black woman always talking like she's King Kong until she meet Godzilla. And the Godzilla is the Heavenly Father when he bring that judgment upon you. But she's King Kong because she be pumping on her chest, beating on her chest, man. Like she can, remember the movie King Kong versus Godzilla? Who won that? Godzilla. He put his foot on his chest and he showed her he was the alpha male. So I always be saying, when I see a woman like this, she in that King Kong spirit until she meet Godzilla, But Jake is crashing out, so she say. You never know though, you never know. But that's just my humble opinion about it. But we are in these times, all right, which is the beginning of Jacob's trouble, where you're not gonna have any food, man. They got the government shutdown going on, and the Lord told you, all right, the Lord told you through the prophets that these things were gonna happen, man. So let's continue in the video, and I'm gonna bring a quick preset.
I'm telling you, you want to take some link? Like, I don't be taking shit already. Watch this, it's okay.
And baby, Trump done cut these stamps off. It's finna be some pussy selling, pussy popping motherfuckers around here. You hear me? These motherfuckers about to be filling out job applications like it's crazy. If they never filled out a job application a day in their life, they about to fill them motherfuckers out now. They about to fill them out now. And you talking about stealing? Trump, you done fucked up. You done fucked up big time. I feel sorry for Walmart, Kroger, Sam's Club, all of the grocery stores. I feel fucking sorry for them. Cause you talking about y'all finna need security.
See, and that's the problem, you know. They think they're ahead of Edom. You're falling right into the trap. You think you ahead of Edom by saying this and saying that, but you're falling right into the trap, because what is the goal? The goal is that, you know, you fall into the trap so that they can, you know, use his military might, which they've been wanting to use so they can regulate and control this economy shutdown. All right. What is called problem, reaction, solution. They create a problem, the people react, and then they bring a solution. You don't think that Trump knows that if they don't give people the government assistance in which they used to having, that things are gonna happen, that the stores are gonna be looted and rioted? It's not new. We saw it through the Black Lives Matter thing, which we know that was all inside, you know, for them to tear up the stores and the cities and shit like that. So they can have military there protecting these food products and putting you into that police state the way they wanted you to do, the way they wanted to. So you're falling right into the trap, you know, talking like that, you know. Don't talk about it, be about it, you know. And then you make yourself a target by even mentioning it in the videos, because they're watching, you know. Just because you might think you're small time and nobody's paying attention to you, there's always eyes on you, you know. He always know who's trending on the internet. They know what's trending on the internet, especially through TikTok. They know. They already know. You know, they know before we find out what's going on the internet. You know? So I want to bring this out real quick because the Lord is about to punish you jakes. And that's all it is. As a matter of fact, before I get this, I want to go into the book of Proverbs, and like I always say, you brothers know the scriptures, you sisters, y'all know the scriptures. I'm just singing a song, man. All right? This word is repetitive, and it's going to come out. All right? And it's going to keep coming out until the Lord closed the mouth of the prophets. All right? Therefore, you won't have no reprove it anymore. And now the Lord is going to send forth judgment. See, the prophets were needed because the Lord sent you the message over the time to get right, you know, to get right. And whether you hear or forbear, you know, you're going to see that the Most High exists, Yahweh, all right, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so let me bring this out real quick. Proverbs 1:20, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity, and scorneth delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, I will make known my words unto you. So the chief place of concourse is in the city, where you go in and out, and most of the people, that's our downtown area. And that's why you see the prophets, the men of the Lord, out there teaching in those areas, because we're trying to, you know, doing what the Lord said, you know, teaching our people in the gates where they come in and come out. That's where Jake be at. You know, every time you go there, no matter what state in here in America, you go downtown, it's Jake there. All right. And anyway, that's where everybody goes through and out. All right. So it says, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity, and scorn is delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Turn you at my reproof, meaning turn you at the Lord's correction. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. So if you were to turn to the Lord, the Lord would have poured his spirit upon you. And then you would have received more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. As the scriptures go, the knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thou times. You will be stable in the time to come. And nah, that don't mean you got to be a doomsday prepper, because hey, all you cats that's doomsday prepping, you know, you think you're going to be stationary to really, you know, count on eating all that food in a time of need. Nah, you're going to be pushed out the way, and that food going to be for somebody else. The Lord told us to be as pilgrim. So just know when the shit do hit the fan, you can't be stationary. You're going to be pushed to move. You're going to be outside your city. You might even be outside the state. Who knows? All right? You're going to be as a pilgrim, you know, looking for a miracle, man. All right? You're not going to be stationary and hiding in one spot and good, you know. All them doomsday preppers are leaving all of that food and stuff for other people that walk past, or forever who the Lord guide to get it. So it says, because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So you refuse to hear the men of the Lord because you despise the word of the Lord. You despise the men. You despise the men that the Lord have sent to you. You look down upon the brothers. You call us this. You call us that. You curse us out. You call us all sorts of names. You laugh. You know, you geek. All that, man. You know, you refuse to hear the word of the Most High. So now when the Lord take away your benefits, snatch this government away from you, what are you going to do? And this is geared toward the black woman. All right, starting with her, you know. But all of you women follow the tribe of Judah women, you know. And y'all been proud. Y'all been very proud, man. Like your shit don't stink. Like it wouldn't come a day. Not understanding the times in which you're living in. What's that? 2nd Esdras 9. Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest parts of the times past, then thou shalt know it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Gotta read the scriptures. All right. It says, but you have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear come. So this is fear. All right. Don't get it twisted. These women talking like they, you know, they about it. But this is fear. This is fear. Whatever how they want to project it, they going on camera talking about what they gonna do when they can't get their food stamps. Like you gonna debo the devil. Nah. You could debo that nigga on the corner that you laid up with. The you know, the nigga that be at the corner store all damn day. You could be deboing him, but you ain't deboing this devil. All right, he the one that gave you the goodies, and then the goodies was a trick bag because it was for you to go against the own man of your own nation, your own tribe, and you women just ate it up. You just ate it up. The same thing Eve ate in the garden, which is the false philosophy, right? Certain way of life, you know, that left-hand side. These women today are still eating upon the apple, man. They're still eating upon the left-hand side, you know? What did the serpent say to that woman? He told her she don't have to listen to the Most High, all right? And to this day, this devil doing the same thing. You don't have to listen to the Most High. I got weave for you, all right? I got weave. I got your makeup, you know. I got jobs for you. You could. And you know what? I got career jobs for you. You can make more money than a man. You don't need a man, you know. And you women gobble that shit up. Now look at you, because y'all gonna be the ones in the worst case. Men gonna be in the bad case, but you gonna be in the worst case. Women and children, because now you gonna need a man. You gonna become prey. You're gonna be preyed upon. Oh yeah. So you're gonna need protection. We're all gonna need protection. But you women are the weaker version of a man. You are the weak vessel, as the scriptures say. And you're gonna find that out the hard way. So let's continue back into the scriptures, because this is what the Lord said, right? He says, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. Now this is coming, because the vintage, the benefits is going to be taken away, right? So the Lord would laugh. He says, when your fear come as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. And that's coming. Lord's willing. They keep the government shut down and they don't come to an agreement. They cut the food stamps and all of these things, and the food prices going up. You women that been, eating off the government for mad long, manipulating the system, winning, so-called winning, right? All this anguish and spirit gonna come upon you, man. You're gonna suffer. And it's because you're wicked. And a lot of you don't like to hear that. So yeah, turn the video. If you come across this video, turn it. Because Jake hate to hear to be corrected. They don't want to be corrected. They don't want to hear nobody correcting them, and that's the problem with Israelites. That's how we know we're the Israelites, because we're the hard-headed people. All right. Let me say 2/3 are hard-headed, man. You're hard-headed, bro. So it says, then shall they call. So look, Salakia. When the fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Exactly. Why the Lord not going to answer you? For one, all right, you didn't hear his reproof, take none of his correction and his counsel. You didn't listen to the prophets and the men that he sent for you to get right. And number two, you don't know his name. You don't know his name. You're going to call upon JC, man. You're going to call upon all the names that they gave you, this devil gave you to believe in. But you don't know the true name, the Father nor the Son. So he ain't going to hear you, man. He's going to ignore you. I think that's 1 Peter 3. The Lord said he hears the prayers of the righteous. His ears are open unto their prayers. All right, roughly paraphrasing. But to the wicked, he ignore you. So it says, verse 29, it says, then shall they call upon me. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they that hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh, they would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. And that's the elect. So let's continue on in the video.
Baby, y'all finna need the whole motherfucking army. Cause Trump, you done fucked up.
Man, bro, at this point, somebody teach me how to sell it. Teach me how to sell it. Where the buyers at? Somebody, if you a buyer of it, and you know what I'm talking about, come get it. It's for sale. I don't got time no more. I'm broke. Everybody else.
Hey, you know what this proves? It proves that it's a whole lot of busted ass bitches out here. All these women getting on their TikTok or social media to cry out about food stamps being cut shows you a busted ass bitch. You a know nothing ass bitch looking for a man, to just give you all his money and take care of you, bro, but can't give him nothing in return that's good. Y'all some busted ass bitches, bro. That's so, bro. Y'all some busted ass, but then talk about men ain't this and men ain't that. But instead you want his money, but can't give him nothing in return. You can't cook, you can't clean, you can't be delicate, you can't be respectful, you can't look out, he can't lean upon you, he can't trust you, because all of y'all adulterers. It's like, man, now the Lord is bringing it upon, he gonna bring it. Let's continue, man.
You're doing whatever. I'm sitting here broke, honey. If you sell it, let me know how you sell it so that I can sell it. And if you buy it, hit me up so I can sell it to you. And I'm not playing. You can come through the front door, the back door, the basement, the chimney, wherever you need to come through it, come on.
Trump cut food stamps. You know what that means? Vagina gonna be at its lowest. good now. Trump gave black women back to black men.
Oh!
Now black men can fuck you, feed you, and love you. What you wouldn't eat, you're now gonna eat it.
Oh!
Black-eyed peas sound good. Pork and beans and hot dogs sound good. Spaghetti without the sauce, just butter and salt and pepper sound good. Rice and beans sound good.
Oh, shit.
Because how far you think money go in the market? Like I said, you could spend $100 and come out of the market, what, 6 to 7 things? And you be like, what the fuck did I buy? Trump just cut food stamps, and you won't get food stamps in November. He's sending a message, and the message is, they've been feeding y'all, the government, been feeding y'all for about 30 years or longer. White people, it's more of y'all on government assistance than any race on this planet.
Right.
Remember that. Trump don't care about you either.
Hey, so it's lucky if I was a little bit too much. Kind of came out of me laughing because it's a wake-up call, man. All right. So I'm gonna bring a quick precept out because it's finally lowly. All praises Yahweh Shema Shai. See, we told you, but the Lord told you. You know that time is gonna come. Things are gonna change, man. All of that pride, all of that hate, you know, that hateful, evil spirit that the black woman has, you know, whew, it's coming back now. It's coming back on you now, you know. And it's, I'm gonna just say, starting with the tribe of you Negroes, all right, you so-called Judites. Well, you so-called Negroes, you Judites, because these other women here in the different tribes have picked up that spirit that Judah has, that so-called Negro woman. You know, it's kind of sounding like an American thing now, and you got it from that Edomite woman. So anyway, Isaiah 65:11. But you are they that forsake Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, Salakia for that. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil and did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus say Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing of joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. So judgment, you know, and we just still here yet to see, because this is prophecy. You know, Lord willing, the Lord will turn the page on this place, on America, aka Babylon the Great, and get us into those final chapters. Well, we're already in that final chapter, but get us to those last, verses, those last prophecies. Let me be correct. Those last prophecies to be fulfilled. I'm thinking about a book, and we're basically in the book, and we're at the end, all right, of the book, and there's only a few pages left. The end of the movie, then the credits roll, and then it's the beginning again, all right, of a world that never ends, which is through Yahweh Bashim Shai, given to his chosen people, the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites. All right, so that's all I got. Hopefully you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Racha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone who do well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom.